All right, guys, it is March, the first week of March. You know what that means. Water temps are rising. A lot of people getting out on the water right now. This is to me like the opening day of fishing season, right? Water temps are anywhere down here in the south, the mid 50s, low 60s. So I'm going to talk to you guys about my 4 baits that I love in the month of March. All right, guys, my first bait for the month of March is a topwater buzzbait. There's 2 that I love. I'm going to speak first about this one. This is the Brazalo Customs Wee Whacker. The only trailer that I run on it is the Tack Toad from Tactical Fishing Company. They pair absolutely perfect. And this thing just gets bites. When you need a bite, this thing will get it. They catch a lot of numbers. They catch a lot of fish, some small fish, but they will catch a big one if you need it. So this is my first bait. All right, guys, and the other buzz bait that I use is the Evergreen Louder Buzz. This thing is just an unbelievable buzz bait. You can slow roll it, you can burn it, and this thing just stays true. I run no trailer on mine. I just run it with the skirted version, and I always run a trailer hook on the back of this one. But this is the Evergreen Louder Buzz, and this thing absolutely gets them. One of the baits that has to be in your arsenal in the month of March is a spinnerbait. A lot of times we get a lot of spring rain, water muddies up, the conditions just change, and you have to get a bite. And when you need that, a spinnerbait is your go-to. I think it's the ultimate muddy water, cold water, windy day bait. I have one that I love, and it seems to be kind of my go-to. That is the Bottom Up Beeble spinnerbait. And I always pair it with some type of pintail. This just happens to be the freeloader from Crush City. But really any fluke style is what I prefer. I don't put a paddle tail on my spinnerbaits. But when you need a bite, the water's muddy, water's cold, you got a front that just came through, and you just have to get that one bite in a tournament, or you just have to get that one bite to get the skunk off the boat for the day, a spinnerbait is my absolute go-to in the month of March. All right, guys, and my third bait in the month of March has got to be a big swim bait. This is the coal shad right here. I love the mag draft from Mega Bass. I love this coal shad, but this is the time to be throwing these big baits. These fish are looking for a big meal. They're moving up to spawn. They're looking for that big bite. And this is a time where you can really get on them with a big swim bait. I like to slow roll these things on the bottom. Or fish them around laydowns, but when you need a big bite, this is a good one, and it gets them, guys. This thing will absolutely get bit in the month of March. So when you're looking for a big bite, maybe you need that kicker fish during a tournament, my suggestion is tie on a big swim bait. It's one that I always have on, and I think one that'll get you that big bite you're looking for. All right, guys, and last, my 4th bait. I'm not much of a finesse fisherman. I prefer to cover water, make a lot of casts, but every now and then I'm in a tournament and I have to get a bite, I go to the Senko. I prefer mine Wacky rigged, but whether you Texas rig it, Wacky rig it, use a worm hook, whatever it is you like to do, a Senko this time of year gets bit. If you find some brush that maybe the water's come up due to some rain, you got flooded brush, you got just a laydown that looks like it might have a fish on it, this is what you can go, this is what you can throw to get that bite. Another added thing with the Wacky, right? I love to throw a buzzbait. As soon as I get a buzzbait fish, it's hard for me to set it down. I fish a buzzbait as soon as I get a bite, and I don't set it down until I stop getting bites. I mean, they are just my absolute favorite. And a great follow-up bait to a buzzbait is a Wacky. Or any type of stickworm Senko style bait. If you get that miss, a lot of times with the buzzbait they'll miss it. Just throw this in there right where they were, twitch it a few times, let it fall, and a lot of times you can pick up and convert that fish that was a miss into a catch. All right, guys, those are my 4 baits. March is a great time of year. The water starts getting busier. Make sure you're careful out there. Always wear your PFD when you're on the water. There's a lot of boat tournaments going on. This is also the kickoff of tournament season. I absolutely love tournament fishing. So put those 4 baits I gave you to work. See if you can catch some fish. You have a little bit of a wide range with those. You got some top water, you have your moving bait, you have your big bite bait with that swim bait. And then lastly, your finesse, when you just need that bite, you have that wacky worm. So put those baits to use, and the most important thing is get out on the water. This is the time of the year where we can really start catching fish and putting some numbers on the boat. So have fun out there, stay safe, wear your PFD, and I will talk to you guys again in April.